everybody. Bob Venn. What's going on here? We're at the Chazy Central Rural School for a rehearsal for, you guessed it, Oliver, the musical for the community. This year it will be on March 12th, 13th, and 14th. And they just started the rehearsal. We're here to talk to Frank Langer, the director, and also some of the cast, if possible. Calvin Castine on the camera. And this is the sixth, I believe it is, fifth or sixth musical they've had here at Chazy Central Rural School, and they're very well known for their excellent musicals. We understand there's a large cast in this year's musical. This is the fifth musical. Okay, hi everybody. They're all glad to be on TV. Are you guys all in this play?
Yeah.
I say guys, including the girls here. Okay, well maybe we ought to know who you are first.
Amy West.
Okay.
Preston Moulton.
Okay.
Jessica Rigby. Katie Morgan.
Elizabeth Moulton. Stephen DeBray.
Okay. And what are your characters? You mentioned Fagin boys?
Yeah.
Are you a Fagin boy? And you're a girl.
We're the Fagin boys.
Okay. What are the Fagin boys? What are they?
We're people that work for Fagin, and he's a real good pickpocket. And all the stuff we pickpocket, we give to him.
You pickpocket?
Yeah, we help him pickpockets.
Actually, he's lazy. He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't? But
No.
but you got you working for him.
He doesn't do anything.
He used to.
He used to pickpocket, then he taught us how, so we
So
did it
now
well.
you're his students, huh?
Right, and he gives us stale sausage and all that stuff to eat.
He gets what?
Us. Stale sausage.
Stale sausage.
He
huh?
uses us.
Yeah? And you wear those hats like that?
Yeah.
Huh?
And wigs.
Yeah. And you said your name is Mulligan. Is Sean your brother? And you mean that Sean is Barbara's son? I never knew that. I know your mom well. I know your grandfather, Sam and Janine. Well, yes, the Rices, of course. And I know your mom and dad too from Champlain. And do I know your dad?
I don't think
Your mom? No. Okay. You been in the play before?
Yeah, last year.
Okay. What were you last year?
I was a page.
A page. Okay. So you also said you were a.
Workhouse boy.
Are you all workhouse boys too?
Yeah. He's one of the people that actually bring in the gruel.
He's an assistant.
He's an assistant, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how many people are in this play? Have you any idea?
75.
75 people?
All together.
Mm-hmm.
Big crew.
Yeah?
A lot of people have been in it last year, too.
Yes, I know there were a lot last year. Were you in there last year?
I was a nightingale.
You were a nightingale. And who else was in the play last year? Do you enjoy this? You really do, huh?
I've been in this all but 1 year.
Okay. Well, that's great. Okay. Well, listen. Well, thank you for talking to us. This will be on this coming Sunday. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for talking.
Bye.
Goodbye. We're looking for the actors and actresses out that are here around. And this lady's been here, and she's not acting, but she's handing out a lot of things. What's your name?
Kathy Rigby.
Kathy Rigby. What are you doing, Kathy?
Costumes, props, and
I saw you
production
carrying an
manager.
owl before.
Yeah.
And where did you say that owl came from?
Jan Bourgeois made it.
She made it, huh? So, the props and all of this, is this stuff that's made or you require?
Paper mache turkey.
Oh, and so you have make these for you here. We were just looking at the bread.
Kathy Russell made
Is that real bread?
Yeah.
You see, it's just some bread that'll be, and some strawberries, but these
Made out of clay.
made out of clay. All right. And there's makeup for all the characters. So have you done this before, Kathy?
Yeah. It's the fourth year.
The fourth year for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I heard you have up to 75 people maybe in this.
At least.
At least that many?
Yeah.
You enjoy this?
Yeah.
Look forward to it, huh? How often do you practice?
Almost every day.
Every day, like in the evening, late like this? They
No.
do this? Or
Mostly
sometime after school? Are we getting close to this? Some kind of close to a dress rehearsal?
Mm-hmm.
Getting close to it, huh?
Yeah.
No, we look like we got choir girls here. Are these choir girls?
They're students.
They're students?
Yeah,
Do
their
they-
costumes aren't quite complete yet.
Do they talk? Come over here and talk to us. Tell us who you are. Hi, what's your name?
Claire.
Claire?
Heidi.
Hi, well, we got a last name. What's your last name, Heidi?
Yates.
Yates? And?
Lack.
All
Claire.
right. Pardon?
Claire Lack.
Okay, have you been here? You got books. So you are students?
Yeah.
In the play, you're a student.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Are there a lot of students?
No, just us.
Just you two? So you're the best students in the play? You're going to be first and second. What do they call it? Valedictorian and salutatorian. The best actors who are students. So you go to school here. What grade are you in?
Fifth.
Fifth?
Fifth.
Fifth grade. All right. You've been in the play before?
No.
No? First, you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Is the best part when you're not out there, you can run up and down the halls?
We're not allowed.
Hey, I was just going to tell you, I read the rules. You're not allowed to run up and down the halls. Got to get permission if you want to go do something, right?
Yeah.
What?
While we're practicing and everything.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be quiet.
Yep.
What's the best part about it? What's the best part about being in a play? Musical, I should say.
Well,
There must be something good about it.
we get off.
Get a chance to leave the house at night. Huh? Yeah?
Get away from your homework for a night.
You like that? Do you like homework, right? What grade are you? Did you tell me you were in?
Fifth.
Fifth. Wow. You're moving right along, aren't you? Well, listen, enjoy it. We'll come and see you. I'm going to come, I think, on Friday night. We're going to enjoy it? Yes? It'll be good. Okay. Thanks for talking to us. Okay.
Well, as
Okay.
being part of the community, I've just always enjoyed being a part of the musical.
Were you in the musical last year?
Yes, and I was in the one 3 years ago.
How did we miss you last year not talking to you?
I have no idea.
I had no idea.
I
Well,
was
maybe we
here.
better tell those people who are watching. You can say, you know.
Actually, I did more of the background work last year rather than any
all
actual
right.
production.
Okay, so you're actually out there acting this
Yes.
time? All right.
Well, this isn't my usual getup.
Well, maybe we better tell people who you are. Your real name.
Jane Farrington.
Jane Farrington. And she
Yes.
said hello to me before. I didn't recognize her with her bonnet. And she said, I'm Jane Light Farrington, and I should know Jane Light Farrington because your brother married my sister.
That's
We
right.
don't
That's
see
right.
each other very often, but I get you and your other sister confused.
Bernadette.
Bernadette. Yeah, I
Right.
get you two of you confused. All right. So you've been in Chazy, you said, for over 20 years,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And you live down on the lake.
Yes.
What's your husband do?
My husband is a pharmacist. He had the prescription center in Plattsburgh for 33 years, just sold it this last year.
Retired now?
Well, he sold the prescription section of it and closed the rest of the store and is now working for condos part-time.
Okay.
So he's not really retired.
Okay, what's the name of your character in the musical?
I am a lady.
You are a lady. Well,
I
we
am a
all
lady.
know that, Jane.
I am a lady.
You're a lady of the day. We can't say lady of the night with the
we
lady
have
of the
ladies
day.
and gentlemen, and we have men and women.
I see.
And the men and women are more like the peasants, and we are the ladies and gentlemen.
The men are the peasants?
No, the men and the women.
Oh, okay,
that
they're
they
both
call
peasants.
them.
Okay.
Those characters
All
are
right.
more like the peasants, but the ladies and the gentlemen are the, I guess you could call it the upper class.
Oh, and you're in the upper class? You're a lady?
Well, I guess that's what I'm supposed to be.
Well, all right. Is it okay to be talking to someone without a hat on? I'm not a
Yeah,
gentleman,
well,
but
I
you can
don't
talk
usually
to...
wear a hat, but this is part of the getup. So.
You enjoying it?
Oh yes, I love
I think
it.
it's great that the community can
And
get in here
we're-
with...
all of us are part of the chorus,
Mhm.
which is what we all enjoy too.
Yeah, a
All
lot of
the
songs
singing,
and it,
yes,
yeah.
and dancing and the whole works.
Mhm.
Yep, we really enjoy it.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
It was my pleasure.
All right. Right.
Head of the makeup department,
Smith, we're going to find... You say you're Kathleen Clark.
Kathleen Clark.
Well, who is Kathleen Clark? How would we know you? Anyway?
Well-
you fool with flowers at all? Is that the right
Well,
Clark?
Bobby Clark's my brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law.
My husband's Ricky Clark,
All right.
and we live in Chazy, and I'm in charge of the makeup.
I thought you were selling tickets when I first
No,
came
I'm
in.
in charge of the
So
makeup.
you make up the people here.
Well,
you have any
I
help?
I have a staff, yes, and of dedicated ladies who are willing
Mm-hmm.
to help out, and
My wife used to do this, and when they had something going on at St. Mary's in Champlain, she used to help decorating up the other school. Now, I think my daughter helps at the musical in Champlain. She likes to do it. How long have you been doing this makeup and things?
well, I would say about 3 years, and I'm also a licensed cosmetologist, so...
Oh, that helps, doesn't it? Huh?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Can you do anything for me, you think?
Sure. I don't think we have to do much for you.
Oh gosh, what a politician. What a politician. We were just talking to Kathy Rigby. She told us about the props you have here. And so you don't do this for all practices.
No, right now I'm matching each individual person. I think we have about 75 in the play. And I have to match every face with the right color. And then, of course, there's specialty makeup, and I have to be able to design the face to make it look like that character.
How long does it take you to make up 75 people?
Well, it's going to take us quite a while. I'd say about at least 2 hours, maybe perhaps 2.5 hours.
These are some of the things that go on that you don't realize sometimes when you see a musical, a play, or any of these things. There's an awful lot going on in the background. There's the scenery that's been made.
Yes.
Then there's tickets that's been sold. There's thoughts getting the music preparation, and you know and how important is the makeup. The makeup is what makes it. You betcha it's important.
And we're going to have to take young people and make them into old people.
Can you make older people look young?
I think we're going to try.
Right. Maybe we could do something for Calvin, because he's getting older all the time, you know.
He looks great.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else you want to tell me, by the way, about your about makeup? I didn't give you. We've been talking about other things here, but
well, basically, we put the makeup on for what the character looks like. Like I said, we're doing a lot of young people and trying to make them look older, and it's going to be quite interesting.
So you put wrinkles or put a line, make it look like a shadow, things like that?
Shadows.
Yeah, you change their hair, you put dust in their hair, and so you do all those things.
Yes, and also making beards, and we're going to put them on with a mineral, or spirit gum. And then
you mean that makes the imitation beard stay on, or So you don't want it to fall off in the middle of the...
Right. This is, perhaps, we're experimenting right now, and this is going to be a beard for one of our main characters.
So you're learning all the time, huh?
Yes, constantly, and it's quite interesting, a lot of fun, and
good.
a lot of hard work.
The big part about it is that it's fun.
Oh, it's worth it for the children, the young people.
And yourself. Yes, there's a lot of people in there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice talking
to meet you.
We're at the rehearsal for Oliver at Chazy Central Rural School on this Thursday night, and just a week from tomorrow night is this play's taken off for the first time. Right, it'll be on the 12th, and then 13th and 14th.
It'll be worth seeing, I'm sure.
Yes, don't forget, this is the 5th one, and by all means, come in, see this operation. There's a lot of townspeople here, or else I got some awful old students coming by me right now here. Thanks. Well, earlier when we were talking with 6 or 7 of Fagin boys. Well, this is the guy that they're named after. This is Fagin himself, right? What's your right name, Fagin?
Sean Mulligan.
Sean Mulligan. We talked with you last year, and let me tell you something, and I apologize. I just met your mother out here. I've known your mother since she was a year old. And your dad, I never knew that Sam Rice, his grandson. Good Lord, I feel like I know you, Sean, more than I do. All right. Great to, didn't I meet your sister here?
Yep,
yeah,
that's her.
Okay. So what, are you going to have mics out here?
Yeah.
The main characters have a little mic, right? And that's a got the battery down in here, and it's a cordless mic. I should say shortwave mic, so you can hear them better at the plays. How many characters have these?
There's about 8 mics.
Yeah.
So
that many?
A lot of the leads have mics.
Okay. I understand these belong to one of the organizations in town, and they loan them to you?
Yeah.
I think Frank told us that last year. If it's the Lions Club or one of them, I think, that own these, and it's great, huh?
Yeah, and I think we borrow some from Northeastern and other
That's great,
schools
yeah.
as well.
That's the story of things to come now. They're getting more professional every year.
Yep.
Are you a junior or senior this year, son?
Senior.
This is your last musical here?
Yep.
You've been in how many?
4.
Enjoyed them all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You really enjoyed this, huh? Now, I understand that Jonathan Glode is Oliver. So, who are... In the paper, I took the liberty of cutting out some of these in the paper, and maybe you could help me out. We haven't talked to Frank Langer yet, but these in the paper were the leads: Fagin, Sean Mulligan; Oliver Twist is Jonathan Glode; the Artful Dodger is Mimi Starr; Nancy is Angie Bouchard; Bill Sykes, played by John Gregoire. These are all leads in the. Mr. Bumble, Randy Hostler. He's always got an odd name that he plays, doesn't he? Randy Hostler's been in 3 or 4 also with you.
Yeah.
At least. Widow Carney is Krista Kellis.
Kellis.
Yeah. And they're the leads, and they're probably all going to wear a mic. Okay, so what do you do in this? Why is Fagin important in this?
I'm the pickpocket leader, and I'm an old Jewish miser, so I like really hoard my money, and I pretty much use these kids to go out and pick pockets for me. And that's about it, really.
Well, is the story about Fagin or mostly centered around Oliver Twist?
It's mostly centered around Oliver, but...
And he's a young person? Oliver is a young person in the play?
I'd say.
We know Jonathan's not too old.
No.
But so it's a young person he is, huh?
Probably about John's age. Yep.
Okay. All right, anything else? You sing too in this one?
Yeah.
You got to sing some songs?
4 solos.
4 solos. So if you come here to watch for this man with the brown hat singing solos, and he sounds an awful lot like Sam Rice used to, and if he can't sing any better than his grandfather did, you're in trouble. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Right. Hey, look what we got here. We got a lady said she could put false beards on people. Now, I don't know if that's a false beard that he's got on or not. Is that for the play?
Yeah.
And you're going to be, so you got the whole winter's beard there.
Week and a half.
Week and a half. What's your name?
In the play?
No live.
John Gregory.
John Gregory, and you are who in the play?
Bill Sykes.
Well, see, I thought you were Bill Sykes playing somebody else in the play, John. All right. And this guy we talked to, this the hostler.
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
And what's your name in the play?
Mr. Bumble.
You have such wild names in these plays.
Oh, yes.
And the little skip and the hop and the jumps and all the things over the... This is your 4th one also?
5th one.
5th. You started in the 8th grade. And you're a senior?
Yes.
Gonna miss these next year.
I'll be going to college close by, so I'll come back and I'll probably
still be in it?
Yes.
That's right. Okay. You been in these before?
This is my 2nd one.
You enjoy it too? Was you in the one last year?
Yes.
Oh, so you didn't miss a year in between, huh?
No.
You sorry now you didn't go off the first couple of years?
It's been fun.
I bet you've been fun. A lot of the practice is as much fun as the actual production because that's when the things happen and right? Really
Oh, yes.
good, huh? So okay, what are your characters? What does Mr. Bumble do?
Mr. Bumble takes care of the workhouse boys, and he gets mad at Oliver and sells them.
He sells Oliver?
Sells Oliver.
Does he got anything to do with Oliver so he has the right to sell him?
Yes, in those days you were allowed to sell boys.
Oh, he was one of your boys?
Yeah, well, he was one of the workhouse boys, and I'm like an orphan. He was an orphan, and you're allowed to sell him.
Okay, did you sell him to this guy right here?
No, I sold him to an undertaker.
Oh, so what is Bill Sykes in this? Who's he?
He's an evil villain. He grew up as one of Fagin's pickpocket boys, and
now he's an evil villain?
Now he's...
You fit right into the part, John. I'm just supposed to say you know me well.
Yeah.
So what are you still evil in this? You steal and things like that?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty bad.
Pretty bad, huh? And you have to look bad, that's why you got that beard.
Yep.
Okay, so are there any good people in this play? Is Oliver a good guy?
Oliver, yeah.
Mr. Brownlow.
Mr. Brownlow, he's
Nancy.
Good. Nancy's good.
Who's Nancy?
Angie Bouchard.
Oh, she's good. Yeah, she's good. She's been in these for 3 or 4 years too.
She's been in all of them.
Yeah,
also.
she a sophomore or junior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. Yeah, she started when she was in the lower grades. I met her, talked to her a couple of years ago, didn't we? Yeah, we see her around. Well, look, guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Are you getting nervous? Do you have stage fright at all the first night?
Last year I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You got over that pretty quick,
yeah.
huh?
As soon as you hear the audience applause. And
You're no longer Gregory. You're Bill Sykes when you get up there, correct? Right? And you eat it up. You love it, right? Huh?
Well, I still get nervous.
Yeah, but you love it. You love it,
Well,
I could tell. And then who was the guy that was here? John used to really love it. Middleton, yeah,
Oh,
he really did. He really liked it too. And then all the others liked it. Listen, thanks for talking to us, guys, and good luck in the... You have any arms underneath there? Oh, there they are. He's got arms. Sure he has. Now here's that Nancy, one of the good guys you said, right?
Yeah.
Here she is, right here. Hi, Nan.
Hi.
Angie, This is Nancy, though. Who's Nancy in this, Angie?
Well, she's Bill Sykes' lover, I guess you could say.
Oh, this guy? Well, no wonder he said you were the good one. Sure.
And he beats me up all the time, and he mistreats me. But no matter what, I still love him throughout the whole play. And in the end, he kills me.
Real nice guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. you going to look for someone different than this, I hope, when you get out of school and
yeah.
start looking for a real friend, huh?
Definitely.
All right. Angie, you've been in several of these. We're just talking. You've been in 4 or 5 of these now?
Yeah, 4. This is the 5th.
You've been in this one? This is the 5th one you've been in? And you started, what, 5th grade?
6th grade.
6th grade on this, huh? Yeah, great. It really is. Then there aren't too many good guys in this then.
No.
You're one of those, and then they knock you off so there's only good ones left, bad ones left, huh? Right.
Yep.
So you have one of the lead singing parts too?
Yep.
Yeah, what songs are you singing?
Well, there's one song called "It's a Fine Life" when I sing about
A Fine Life. Boy, they weren't talking about you, not in this play.
I just sing about our life and how we steal from the rich people, and there's another song that I sing called "As Long as He Needs Me," and
oh yeah,
and it explains how no matter what Bill does, that I'll always love him. And there's another song called Papa that it's the beginning of Act 2, and it's just a big old bar song, and everybody's into it.
Yeah, is that your favorite?
Yes, that's my favorite.
Your favorite, huh? Look forward to these? Huh?
Yes, I do.
What are you going to do next year? I don't mean about a musical. Where are you going to go to college?
Oh, well, I'm a sophomore this year, so...
Oh, God, you're just... Oh, you're a sophomore. I forget. I talked to you. That's right. You're not one of those... I just mentioned you were a sophomore. So you'll be looking forward for 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your brother in the play?
No, he played basketball.
I assume it's your brother. He played basketball.
Yep.
He played soccer, right? He played with that traveling team from Florida last year.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw him up in Malone. Yeah, I didn't know him until Calvin mentioned what a good ball player he is. You play any sports?
Yes, I play soccer and softball.
Uh-huh. Well, listen, thank you for talking to us, and good luck in your sophomores. God, these sophomores that look old, right? And if I were you, really, John, Bill Sykes, I wouldn't kill this girl. She's done once you do that. Thanks, bud.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What a pleasure to talk to these young people who are in this musical and just look forward to it, and all smiles here tonight. And this smiling lady is?
Krista.
Krista who?
Kellis.
Krista Kellis. And your mom and dad from Chazy all their lives?
No.
No. Where were they from?
Champlain.
Champlain, yeah. And what's your... Martin Kellis?
Yeah.
And your mom's name?
Bev.
Bev LaBelle, right? She was, yes. I was just telling Krista that her mom used to have a black horse, I think it was, and she boarded her horse with my 2 daughters' horses at my place. We didn't charge her or anything. She paid for her share of the feed, and back up there on Church Street, my 2 daughters' horses and her mom's. And we hadn't seen her mom much, but a year ago we saw her. She was singing, or your dad was playing over in down, I guess, at the pavilion, and we saw him for the first time in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your character in this, Krista?
Widow Corny. Real witch.
Oh, God, everybody's bad, isn't it?
Yes.
She's pretty near like you don't even have to act at all, right? You just fall right into it? No?
No, it's not that hard.
No? Okay, so what does the witch do?
Well, I'm Mr. Bumble's future wife.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We're supposed to get married, but it doesn't say it in the musical.
Okay.
And what I do is I tell Mr. Bumble to go sell Oliver. And
he does.
Yeah.
He told me, yes.
He does, yeah.
So is he better to you than John is to Nancy in the play? Yeah. He don't beat you up?
I'm like John is to Nancy because I sort of beat Randy up.
Oh, you beat him up.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's more like natural life, huh? Regular life. Right. You were in the play last year at a musical,
Yes.
and we didn't talk to you. I thought we had, but we didn't.
No.
You were away on vacation, I understand, when we happened to come here. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your second, third? How many?
Second.
Second has been
Yes.
in. All right, so you enjoy it, obviously.
Yes, I do.
And what
It's
what
really
year are
good.
you in school?
Sophomore.
You and Angie are in the same class, so you
Yeah.
got a couple more years if you're interested, huh? You looking forward to these, huh? You like, what do you think about it all year long and say, God, I can't wait
Yeah.
for the musical?
Yeah.
You play any sports?
No, I don't. Well, I play sports on my own, but not with the
On your
school
own,
now.
huh? Yeah, ski and things like that, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, thank you for talking to us. Say hello to Mom and Dad, too. I'm meeting
Okay.
more
Hi,
people.
Mom and Dad.
I am getting, you don't have to do it right now. It's getting, so I know the parents when they were her age and Sean's age and younger than that. I just found out who Sean. I can't get over who Sean's mother is. I've known her for years and didn't know it. All right. Well, thanks very much again, and enjoy and say hello. I did say hello to Mom and Dad, but not now. Tell them at home.
Okay.
You know, when there's pretty near a dress rehearsal like this, it's not hard to know if someone's in the cast or not. Look at this. You certainly don't walk around like that during the day regularly. What does this mean? What is your name first?
My name is Chris Addison.
Chris Addison?
Addison.
Addison. And who's your character in the musical?
Well, I have two characters. My first character is Noah Claypool, and he's the Undertaker's assistant.
Undertaker's assistant, all right.
And my next character is a knife grinder who sings with a quartet of 3 other vendors.
And this would be for your knife grinding uniform. Now, I heard along the way that Mr. Bumble sells Oliver Twist to the Undertaker. So do you keep the Oliver busy as the associate to the Undertaker?
Well, yeah, I'm sort of the one who pushes him around, and he keeps me up.
I'm getting all the guys that push everybody around here. And nice smiling guy like you. And did you told me, is this your first, or you been in others?
This is my first play.
Enjoying it?
Yes.
What class are you in?
I'm a freshman.
Oh, you got 3 more years if you want to, huh?
Yep.
You enjoying it well enough to go out another year?
Oh, yeah.
Betcha. It seems that everybody who gets in these musicals will go back the following year for more, huh?
Yeah.
Do you sing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
But in the musical, too?
Yep.
You got a nice voice?
Yeah.
Don't be modest now. Who are the other 3 people who are knife grinders with you?
They're not knife grinders. One's a rose seller, one's a strawberry seller, and one's a milkmaid.
Oh, so you're, okay. I beg your pardon, you said 3 others. I thought you were all going to be, okay, so you all work around that same little table or whatever to do your things?
Yep.
Do you pick pockets like those other kids do? Nothing like that?
No, we're the honest people.
You're the honest people. There aren't many of those in this musical, I understand, huh?
No.
Except the ladies and the gentlemen and all that. All right. You live right in Chazy?
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, you had that hat on before. Is that part of the here? You just like that, huh?
Yep.
All right. Nice talking to you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep.
The song is called Consider Yourself. You can see the number of people that are in the musical. There's probably over 25 or 30 out there now. You see, they got a week to go. Takes a lot of work to get something like this ready. You know, you just don't come out, learn your part, and do it. I guess they're all in their regular clothes they're going to be using. And you see, when you're here for practice and you're not really on stage, this is what they're doing, see? See right here, one of our people we just talked to, one of the nice people, Nancy, look what she's doing. See, Angie is out here studying, and what are you doing?
I'm helping her.
You're helping her.
Yeah, she's helping me with my math.
Are you listening to her?
Yeah.
No, you're talking to me. You better get back to work with her.
Okay, you've got to watch the vocal in front of you. Okay. Take it from the beginning of the box. Okay? Okay, watch the people in front of you. Space yourself.
Hi, Frank.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good. One of the 2 students. What is she reading? She's got a storybook. Wow. Okay, we're talking with Frank Langer. Hi, Frank.
How are you doing,
Your
Bob?
5th musical?
Fifth, yep.
All right.
Oliver.
Yes.
Very exciting show. A lot of drama.
Yeah.
A little bit of a diversion from our usual fare, which is more of a musical comedy. So we have a little more of a dramatic note in this.
All bad guys from people I've been talking to.
Oh, well, yeah, there are some villains in the show.
Yeah.
Bill Sykes and Fagin and
Yeah.
your classic Dickens villains. And,
We
and the
talked
kids
to them.
are kids are working real hard to get their acting down and to get into those parts.
Yeah. The only good person they tell me is Nancy, and she don't hardly last out the
A
play.
few lighter parts, and there's our spotlights wanting to get in the action.
Oh, yes, there you have it there, yes.
Thank you. ultimate control over them. Yes.
Is it harder to put on something that's more dramatic than the comedy?
No, I think so. I think that trying to sustain the audience is interest. It can be more difficult with a drama. You're not getting the laughs from the audience, and you're not feeding on the audience's responses.
And it's not a series of short plot, so to speak. This way, it kind of stretches out for the whole.
Right, and you don't have some of the nice light love interests that you'll see in many of the musicals.
You don't have it.
Yeah.
You probably have nearly twice as many characters as ever before.
There's a lot of people.
They told me 75 people
somewhere
or so.
around there. Yeah,
a lot of people.
We pulled in a lot of people who wanted to become involved, and we're working real hard.
Okay. And how's your family?
Oh, we're all doing
We
okay.
met your daughter here 2 years ago.
Right.
The baby.
Oh, yes,
2 years old now.
They're at the point where they're running around now, so we have someone watch them now. Just what we're...
Because your wife helps you here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, what's her
She's
name?
up on stage. Kathy.
Kathy, yeah. She's up there now?
Up there dancing around with
yeah.
the adults and getting the dances. And actually the show's not as really a dance show. It's more of a movement show. And there's a few numbers that have some dancing and singing together. A lot of great songs. People will really recognize all these songs. Where is Love? As Long as He Needs Me. Reviewing the Situation. Consider Yourself.
Yes.
There's a lot of good songs in there.
Okay. How's it working? Are you on schedule?
I think so. This is a run-through work session. Our first one in the evening. Yeah.
Is it harder to put on one of these than say a musical for you?
Pardon now?
Is it harder for you to direct something like this when it's a more serious or a drama rather than a musical?
I don't feel so. We're still talking about some of the same ideas and working with the kids to develop their characters and decide who they are and why they're there and what they want. I think even musical theater, even the lighter shows, you're still talking about developing a character.
When did you start your practice?
December, end of December, we started some light rehearsals.
Right.
And then we began in earnest in January. And we go every day for about 2.5 hours every day after school. Right?
After school.
With a mixture of people.
Now, why are we here at 7 tonight rather than after school?
Well, we have all the adults, and of course adults have to work, so we've been rehearsing the adults and students things separately.
Yep, okay.
I have to go.
You gotta go?
All right. Along here.
Now, tell me, there's an awful lot of more mics this year than previous years. I heard there's maybe as many as 8 being carried by the characters, and just you got at least 3 on the stage.
We have a number of mics, which is nice because people then can be heard over the orchestra, and the orchestra can play out, and it's not. It's not a liability to have the orchestra up full.
Okay, don't let us hold you up. You got to run off. You said.
Well, we're going to have to get the next scene running here.
You got all these headphones on. What are you doing with those headphones on?
Wait.
Go ahead. Right ahead.
We have to go. Next scene, please. We'll work on the Saturday morning. It'll be much better.
Be working on Saturday morning, he said. So that they're going to get into the regular next scene, and then. Now, what are you wearing here now? What is this?
We have a little intercom system so that we can talk with people backstage.
Oh, isn't that nice? Will you have that during the actual performance?
You should probably go over and talk with Sandy for a second and get a couple shots of all the orchestra members.
All right, let's go out and try that.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay.
See you.
All right.
So, you're here to see our show and our rehearsal, right?
Yes, and they tell me your name is Sandy. What's your full name, Sandy?
Runnels.
Runnels. Runnels.
Very good.
Well, yes. Well, thank you. Now, so you are, what do we call you? A music director?
Music director / conductor, I guess.
What's the difference between a music director and a conductor?
Well,
what's the difference?
So sometimes music directors just teach the music to the singers, which I did, and then you conduct the orchestra and the whole show, and pull it all together.
I see. Do you have to tell these people to smile who are in your orchestra like this now, or do they just do that automatically?
They do that automatically. It's one of their talents.
It is one of their talents? That's one of the requirements, too, huh?
Chipper and smiling, talented musicians is the requirement.
So, you work here at the school?
Yes, I'm the vocal music
You're
teacher.
vocal music teacher, okay.
Yes.
Well, now, I guess in case somebody notices, you are 1.5 persons right now? Is
Yes.
that way? Would that be fair to say?
Definitely.
And
fair to
when
say.
is the big day?
My due date's March 31st, so I'm keeping my legs crossed.
Oh, God, we're going to leave that on TV? All right.
Oh, that's right. This is TV.
Oh, and sound, too, by the way. So it's going to be on the 12th, 13th, and 14th,
Right. That's right.
And what time do you have to get here when it starts at, say, 7 o'clock at night? What time do you get here?
Well, our show starts at 8, so usually we have a 7:30 half hour, like the orchestra will be asked to be here at 7:30. And
Okay. The show starts at 8? Okay.
Right.
How long have you been rehearsing, by the way?
We started before Christmas with the kids, and then the adults came in later
Right.
in the show.
But what about the music people?
This is our 4th time together. I think our
Fourth time? And you're not, you don't usually play together, is that correct? Are they all from Chazy?
Nope, all different places.
Oh, all different
a lot in
places.
Chazy, but
They all wish they were from Chazy?
right.
All right.
Sure.
Anything else I should know here, Sandy, while we're talking?
No, we're having a good time. I think the show's going to be great, and
Good.
looking forward to it.
Good. Well, thank you for talking with us
Sure.
very much, and you can duck right from there.
That sounds
Well,
fun.
if they're looking at you, how can they follow the music? You have to do both?
They can
You have to
see.
do
If
both,
you're
yeah.
playing, you have your stand so that you can still see.
Yeah.
And that's why we move our arms so they can see.
That's why you move your arms? I doubt maybe you get paid more if you shake your arms as well as your head or something, no? No?
Maybe, I don't know.
Thank you very much, Sandy, and good luck on March 31st.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, right,
Bye.
Okay, what is this scene? You can tell me?
This is Sean Mulligan as Fagin,
Yes.
and a number of the younger students as Fagin's boys.
Yes.
They're a band of thieves. Fagin is their teacher, their mentor, their protector. They all have a fierce loyalty to Fagin. Fagin is giving a lesson how to pick a pocket.
Yes.
To Oliver, who is sitting on stage left.
Stage left. Oh.
They're showing Oliver how to pick a pocket, and they're doing some fancy pickpocket maneuvers.
Okay. Now tell me this: when you say stage left, you mean when you're on the stage facing out? And
Right.
It's really to our right.
Yeah.
Stage left is Oliver over there.
Right.
Jonathan glowed.
Find some piece of mind. I had to pick a pocket or two. Got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you got to pick a pocket or two.
That's Sean Mulligan is Fagin. We talked to him earlier. We talked to some of the Fagin boys. If you remember when we first started, we had 5 or 6 of them, and can't remember all their names, but at least a couple of them were the Moultons from Champlain. Very good. They're,
Sean does a great job. Sean has a very difficult character, very sinister. Has to act like an older man, probably about 50 years older than he would be.
Uh-huh. Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Now you can talk with us?
I can
All right. CCRS is where we are. Here's the program right here. We're looking at, just handed one. We'll go over this later, but it's the Chazy Music Theatre, Oliver. March 12th, 13th at 8 p.m. March 14th at 3 p.m. And this very important person on my left it keeps Frank busy here at school and also at home. Kathy?
Yes, hi.
Kathy Langer. Yes, Kathy. Your part is you're in mostly the dancing, right?
Choreography.
Choreography, yes. So you've been practicing with them since December also?
Yes.
Do you do any of this at home at all? Any of the students come to your place?
No.
Too many to do.
No, my house is too small, too. We don't be too
Yeah, but
squished.
you have 2 children at home, right? Babysitter tonight?
Yes.
You got a night out.
Yes. What a way to spend it.
I forgot what you told us in previous years. Your background for this is what?
just doing school musicals when I was younger in community theaters. I was growing up, and a little bit of dance instruction along the way.
So are you doing this because you enjoy it, or because mainly you're the wife of the director?
No, I love it.
You love it. That's what we want to hear, of course. Well, maybe that's why he's doing. He wants to keep you happy by having you at the music. All right.
I think he likes it too.
So, how did you decide on Oliver this year?
I think it was the age group of kids that we had to work with. A lot of young kids. I mean, we have about 5 senior high students, some of which we're going to be losing this year, and the rest are younger, junior high and down. So we had to pick a show with lots of little kids.
Right. Now, when you get your the musical from the company you get it from and buy it from, do they give you any idea what the music should look like, or the dances should look like, rather?
No, sometimes you get a couple pictures or so. We watch tapes, we read the score. Sometimes they have instructions written in the script for what types of movements they're expecting to go along with the script, although we do change it depending on their talents. And
Once you start in December and you're working alone, do you change it very much after that?
Sometimes.
Where you think, well, that's not, it look better if I did this and so forth, right?
Sometimes, especially with the younger kids, with the workhouse boys. Some of the things, there were so many of them up on stage that it was really hard to do some of the movements that I had anticipated doing, so we had to simplify just for space.
You have to be here every night at practice after school? Are you
I
here?
was in the beginning, yes. Now that we're running through, I'll probably lessen because my job's done, and as long as they look okay. So I'll be coming 2 or 3 times next week and giving them notes and encouragement all along.
Of course, that's important, isn't it? Huh?
Very important, up until the end.
Now, last year, I think when it went after our practice, they sat down and they talked about the practice. That you do that again tonight?
Yes.
Now,
Or we might do it at the beginning of the next rehearsal, depending on our time tonight.
I see. So you talk about the script some, you talk about the dancing and the routines.
We talk about how their dancing is and how their singing is and how the dialogue's being, you know.
Yeah. Well, now, if I came to all 3 productions, which, by the way, are Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th at 8 p.m., or Sunday afternoon at 3, if I came to all 3, would they be all identical?
No.
They wouldn't, huh?
No, they wouldn't.
But they'd be close enough. But
yeah, I mean, nothing would be changed. Sometimes how the kids present it, how the audience reacts is also...
Makes a big difference?
Yeah.
So you're telling me if the kids like it, the audience like it, they work that much harder?
Yeah.
Well, by golly, audience, like it good a lot when you come and let them know you like it. By the
Of
course.
No question about
Ball
that.
playing, everybody does that, right? Do wives feed off the husband when they say something tastes good or the house looks nice?
Yeah, I guess
They
so.
do that too. Do they say it enough, you think? Not at your house, but from what you hear from your friends.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope so.
Thank you very much, Kathy. Anything else you want to tell me that I forgot to ask you? No? Thanks very much, and good luck this
Thank you.
weekend
Thank
in
you.
your 5th musical production.
Thank you.
Okay. That was...
Bob's off to find us someone else to talk to, and one of the people we'll probably not be able to talk to today is Jeff Green, who's very busy with the sound system. He provides much of his own equipment every year. A lot of people that you never see when you attend a play, they're hidden behind the stage, and in this case behind the spotlights.
Saw this lady out there in the audience and making all kinds of faces and looked like she was suffering from this, and I don't know whether, are you in this or not, ma'am?
I'm in this.
You're in this. In your name?
Barbara Mulligan.
Barbara Rice Mulligan?
Yes.
Let's not forget that. Let's not forget the Rice part of it. Okay, Barbara, there's a couple Mulligans in this production in addition to you. Are those, you know those people?
2 of my children and my husband.
Your husband's in it too?
Yes.
All right. Well, I haven't met your husband yet, but we certainly met Sean. And Sean's been in for 4 years. This is his 4th year. And we were just talking with Frank in the back, and he was saying he's playing a tough part because he's playing an older person in this. And he
An
just
old
loves
man,
it, doesn't he? He
right.
loves it,
He's
doesn't
doing
he?
very well, yeah.
Yeah. And just, you've been in these before yourself?
This is my first stage
Your
appearance.
first one? And your first time on TV?
Yes.
Isn't it fun?
No.
Yes. Yes. And I met your daughter, right? Was your daughter Katie? All right. Well, I was shocked when Barbara came up and told me who she was tonight, because I guess you were born here in Chazy, correct? Right over there on the main street. And when your dad and your mom ran the Gulf Station many years ago. I don't want to say many years ago, but you came along after some of those many years.
That's right.
And you lived in Chazy all this time, Barbara?
Most of my life. Went to school here, went to Plattsburgh State.
Just haven't seen you over the years, I guess. I think you're the same age as one of my daughters, as I recall. Maybe not.
Talk about age.
Let's not talk about age. All right. Well, so I think Sean said that is he going to be? No. It's Randy's going to be going to school in the area. What's Sean going to do next year?
Sean is planning to go to Delhi.
I know where Delhi is.
Delhi.
Yes, we know some people from Plattsburgh. The Hulbert brothers used to have the plumbing supplies. They were both from Delhi, New York.
Right.
A dry town, by the way. I used to work in there occasionally and closed up awfully early in the evening. Awfully early in the evening. It's a 2-year school, right? 2 years, and it's in soccer. The rest of the things going on. So what are you doing to play? What are you a singer?
I am a woman.
You're old. Now I've heard there are some ladies and there are some women in this. So you're
I'm not a lady.
You're not. You're a woman. Oh, okay. I talked to a lady earlier. And, what did I? Farrington. Yes. Jane. Okay. What else do you want to tell me about?
I do some stage managing too.
Okay. What is that? What do you do as a stage manager?
I'm pretty much on the sides of the stage, and I make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, where they're seen.
Okay. Do you make sure the curtains close part way or anything like that?
I don't do the curtains.
Okay.
I just make sure everybody is ready and they have their props.
Okay, so you just say it's your time to go out?
I announce, right. I'm pretty much announcing, keeping everybody quiet back there.
Okay. When you announce, what do you mean you announce?
I go to the band room where all the kids are waiting, and I announce the scene change.
Okay, so they come up and get ready to go on.
Right.
That's a big part.
I
You do an awful
Pat
lot.
Cortez and Kathy Rigby.
Okay, all three of you do it. And this is something that the average person out there doesn't know what's going on. Is that correct? It's all part of the production.
It's all part of it.
Don't you wish you'd have started this years ago? Huh?
On stage, no. This is my 3rd year doing stage managing. But,
okay.
This is
You
my
went to your
first year
daughter.
on
Your
stage.
daughter got another 8 years to go.
My kids talked me into it.
And you have more children and that.
I have a son, Timothy, who plays basketball. He'd rather not do this. He was in Little Abner.
Okay.
And
all right. Well, Barb, against your better judgment, you didn't want to come up and talk to me, but you did. You owe it to me because of Mom and Dad.
Right.
All right. Sam and Janine Rice, their daughter right here.
We'll appreciate that.
Oh, I'm sure. I hope they watch it. And hello, Sam and Janine. Thanks very much.
Okay.
All right. Another smiling lady in the cast. What is your name?
Jenny Thompson.
Jenny Thompson. And Jenny, what do you do in the?
I'm a bread seller.
Are you one of the 4 people that sing there?
I'm a Londoner with the orange people and a balloon seller. I'm just like one of the Londoners who sell bread and stuff.
Orange people? Is that someone who sells oranges?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, God. Did you call you a bread people in the orange?
Bread seller.
Bread seller, all right. Do you sing too? You get any of the songs? You do?
We
How
sing
often?
like in Consider Yourself and Who Will Buy and Papa.
Have you been in this before?
Yes.
Is Papa real lively?
It's a bar scene. We're supposed to be acting like being drunk and stuff.
You like that part? That's fun, huh? No matter what you do, you can't be wrong, right? You can just be crazy. Huh?
Yep.
Have you been in these before?
I was in.
I forget what was here last year. I get you all nervous.
I wasn't in it last year. I was in the one before it, Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls. Yes, we came. We saw the Guys and Dolls. But,
And I was in that one.
What happened last year? You didn't think you were?
I was in costumes last year.
Okay, well that's part of it, right? That's part of it. Some people like to. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Being in costumes?
Yeah.
But you decided you want to get back out in front of the people this year. Yeah, it's a good idea. What grade are you in?
9th.
Just starting out. You got a lot of years to go.
Yep.
Who did I talk to here? I talked to someone that was in the 9th grade.
Nina Star Dodger.
No, I talked to the man with who is the Undertaker's helper. I think he's a freshman. I forget his name. John, not John. All right, I forgot his name already. Not Thompson, is it?
What?
Is his last? No, you're Thompson.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, he's with the 4 who sing. He told me, and he's got 2 parts, and I think he's a freshman. So you got years to go. Good. Keep smiling. They'll always have you on stage. Thanks for talking with us. Right. Bye-bye. Calvin reminded me we talked to this gentleman last year, right?
Yep.
And your name?
My name is David Hofer.
All right. And Dave, you're not getting any shorter than these following years. How tall are you?
I'm about 6'2" or 6'3".
Then I'm starting to shrink. But you had a big taller hat on last year,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So what's your character this year?
My character is Mr. Sourberry, the Undertaker.
You're the one that buys Oliver Twist along
Yeah.
the way. All right. And then Randy, no, not Randy. I talked to the guy who's in charge of him after he does bad with him. So how come you wanted to buy Oliver Twist? Why do you do that?
I buy him because I want to use him as a coffin follower, like for funerals. They'll bring the coffin along, and then he'll follow behind with a really sad expression on his face.
Does Jonathan Glode, who plays Oliver Twist, have an automatic sad expression on his face, or is he smiling? You got to teach him.
He does it pretty well.
He does it pretty well. All right. So are you singing this?
Yes.
A morbid song?
Yes, that's your funeral.
Oh, so encouraging. And this is your uniform.
Yeah, this is my Undertaker suit.
All right. Okay. And how many people do you have to walk behind your coffins like that?
Just Oliver.
Just Oliver's the only one?
Yeah, I don't know of anyone else.
Okay. These people, I should talk to this lady on my right?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, thanks very much.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Who am I talking to?
I'm Mrs. Sourberry. I'm his wife.
You're his wife?
Yes.
Mrs. Sour who?
Barry.
Oh, Mrs. Sourberry. And what's your real name?
Liz Sanger.
Liz Sanger, all right. And do you sing that sad song with him at all?
Yeah.
And do you make it kind of rough on Oliver Twist also?
Very rough.
You're that kind of people, huh?
Well, not in real life.
Excellent answer. Not on real life, huh? Was it hard for you to act like that?
No.
No, it's fun once in a while, huh? Yeah. Right. Do you sing too?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a singer. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you find that hard? Have you done this before, Liz?
Yeah, this is my 5th year.
Oh God, you started back there with. Look at all your compatriots that they're all making faces at you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. And they've already been on, so. Okay. What did you play last year? What part?
Last year I was a princess.
Okay, there were several of those, I
Yes.
recall. Yes, all right. And how many times are you on stage, would you say, or on...
For about half the show.
You are that much? Oh,
Well, I play a chorus part, too.
You enjoy the practice? Who's this person here? Can we get this person over?
Sure.
Do we call them a balloon seller or what?
Balloon seller,
Yeah, who is this person? Hi, your what?
She's also my daughter.
Your daughter. All right,
Yeah.
so what is your name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Don't go away, Liz.
Oh,
Good Lord, you think I'm scaring her? Oh, God, don't do that. All right, your real name, you're Liz in the musical?
I'm Charlotte in the musical.
Charlotte in the musical. And your real name is Liz?
No, my real name is That's my real name.
You really got me confused.
My real name is Jessica.
Jessica. All right, and your last name?
Cortez.
Cortez. All right. What are you doing with balloons?
I'm
At a
balloon
funeral?
seller, too.
Huh?
I'm a balloon seller too, in the vendor.
Oh,
she
yeah?
plays 2 parts. Yeah.
She plays 2 parts also. Do you take your hat off in one and put your hat on in the other? Or can I tell?
Yeah, I have a whole different costume. I
A whole
wear
different
blonde
costume.
dress and-
Would we recognize you from one to the other? Would I be able to recognize you? Don't know? Well, so, as a family, do you go out together as a family? Do I know that she's your daughter in the play? And are you always smiling at?
me.
Oh, that's like in real life, right? Mom and daughter, just like the same thing. Vendors and sellers. You got to run. Well, thanks very much. Right, bye. We got this young lady mainly because she's got a very pretty green dress on. That was the first thing we ever, and a pretty face. What is your name?
In real life?
Real life.
Katrina Robinson.
All right, Katrina. And who are you in the musical?
My name is Bet. And
Bet.
I'm also Bet.
2 parts? You
Well,
in 2?
I'm also in the chorus, which I guess I'm Bet in the chorus too, though. But I'm in
Okay. So who is Beth? What does she do in this?
well, her name is Bet. Like
Bet.
Yeah.
Oh, Beth. Okay.
And
B-E-T.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she's supposed to be a girl who lives with Nancy, and she idolizes Nancy, and
You idolize Nancy.
yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And I'm supposed to be friends with Oliver, and yes, I just sort of hang around with everybody, and
Do you help Nancy when she gets beat up by?
Yeah.
You do help her a little bit. Good.
yeah,
She needs a lot of help. I
I'm
hear.
supposed to comfort her, but usually she tells me to just
Well, you can bathe her wounds or something if she
Yeah.
beats her up very well. Pretty rough
Yep.
musical you got here. People getting beat up and all these bad people, huh?
Yep.
Look, have you been in these before?
Yep, I was in all of them except Guys and Dolls, which was 2 years ago.
You in all of them. So you started down when you were at this
4th
age.
grade.
And what class are you in now?
I'm in 8th grade.
Oh, you got 4 more years to go.
Yep.
You look older than that. That good or bad?
Good.
Good. Okay. All right. So who are these people? What do they do?
Well,
You
these
know-
are all Fagan's boys.
They all didn't I talk to the Fagans boys before? Half of them? Which half? Those half? No, you didn't talk to them. Well, tell us who you are here.
My name is Carly Simpson.
Last name?
Simpson.
Simpson. All right.
Nicole Doyle.
Doyle? Okay, Nicole?
Rachel Dumas.
Rachel Dumas. Okay, D-U-M-A-S?
Yeah.
Okay. And these people we've seen before?
Yeah. Katie.
Katie Mulligan. Yeah.
Jessica Rigby.
Yes. And your mom is the here? Mom, Cassie is your mom, huh? All right. So you're all Fagan's boys and you all pickpockets.
Yeah.
Well,
and we're workhouse boys.
Okay. You notice my hand is on my pocket at all times, so that you can't take my wallet. See, while I'm talking to you, because I'm watching. You got to watch her. See, she's got her hand hidden because she thinks I can't. I'll think she can't take it. See, so I'm going to keep my hand right on my wallet. All right. You enjoying these being on in the musical? Yeah. Yeah. They all got nice smiles. Okay. Are you out there at the same time she is? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. We're like boys who like Nancy and Bet. I do. We like them.
You like them?
Yeah.
You like her? You like them? Oh, you admire them. You admire them, both of them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it nice to be admired?
Oh, yeah.
It's nice, huh?
Charming guys.
You remember when you were in the 5th or 4th or 5th grade and you looked up to 8th graders, 9th graders, and someone you admired for some reason. They don't have to be the prettiest one. They don't have to be the most intelligent. You just admired them for something. And these people here, 4th, 5th grade, are looking up to you in real life as well as in the play. Right there. Look at her. See, I got her going. Well, she's only acting. She's only acting. Anything you want to tell me? I don't know enough to ask you. Huh? Nothing you want to tell me? Nothing?
Well,
no. Just, all right. Do you get any special preference here because your brother is Sagan? No. Fagan. No, not really, huh? No. No. Do you have to do his work at home when he's at the play?
Well, before he was he knew any of his lines, I had to teach him.
You had to teach him?
Because he didn't know any, and I knew all his.
And you knew all his lines? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for talking to me, and I don't know how you're a good pickpocket when you don't even show your hands. Oh, we get two in the there they are. You got a hand in there too. Good. Thank you very much for talking to us. A couple back there we haven't talked to yet. Here's a couple characters that if we're going to get all 75. Hi.
Hi.
Your hair is longer than. All right. Who am I talking with here?
Alicia Dupree.
Alicia Dupree.
Jared Hitchcock.
All right, Jared. And what are your characters? You go along with no shoes when you're out there?
I'll have shoes.
You'll have shoes. You got to go home and polish them, get them ready. That's what it is, huh? Okay, so what's your character in
I'm Charlie Bates.
What's that mean to me?
I'm another person in Fagan's establishment.
Well, he's got a lot of people under him, hasn't he? Are they all crooks, all steal and bad guys? Yeah. Are you one of those people?
I'm a Fagan's boy.
You're also one of those too. Fagan boy. You're a Fagan boy too? What's your name?
Megan Curtis.
Okay. God, they even have girls who are boys, right? Yeah. So you all pick. Did you pick that from somebody's pocket, or is that your own?
That's my own.
All right. Okay. That'd be easy to pick that, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you sing? Do you sing in the chorus too? Does everybody sing who's in the musical? Sooner or later, you all do sing.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You gonna do it again next year? You gonna go out for it at least? I don't know if they're going to have a room for 75 people every year, but they might. Oh, gosh, look at here. Come right over here and we'll see who this is. Come right over here, young person. Thank you. This young person right here, they've got so much to do in this musical that they named the musical after him, right? Are you Oliver?
Yes.
Oliver who? Oliver Twist. Yeah, but you don't go by Oliver when you're not on the musical. What's your real name?
Well, Jonathan Glode.
Jonathan Glode.
A lot of people, but just to tease around, they call me Oliver.
They call you Oliver, sure. But you live in Champlain, don't you?
Yep.
Webb Dubois Road. Yes. Okay. And last year you had a very unfortunate thing that happened to you when you were in the musical.
Yeah, I was coming up the stairs to go to the finale, and I sprained my ankle.
The first night?
First night.
First night, sprained your ankle. But you were in it the next 2 nights? But a little bit more quiet, huh?
Yeah, I had to wear an ankle brace.
Does Mom and Dad ever say, don't run, Jonathan, you're going to fall, hurt yourself? Did they ever say that? Ever?
Yeah, I wasn't really running. Someone was coming down the stairs in the same time, and they bumped into me, and they got in their Velcro hooked on my pants, and they walked down, and I fell with them.
But did I say to you, that's why you fell? I said, did Mom and Dad ever say that to you?
Yeah.
You bet you they do. Does Grandpa Jubert ever say that to you, too?
Yeah.
Did you see Grandpa Jubert when you went to Florida?
Yeah.
Did you go down also? Yeah? Okay, and Grandma, too, right? And you got one of those microphones on here. So listen, you've got a very leading part in this. You've moved, and you're what, 8th grade, 7th?
No, 5th.
5th grade. That's right. You're only what, 10?
Yeah.
10, and you got a leading part. You got all these years to go, and I think you told me you enjoy this.
I do. When I'm older, I want to take a career in doing Broadway shows, Broadway musicals.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, that's great. I think that's great. And you have trouble learning your lines at all?
Well, at the beginning I did, but I had my mother help me, and I've got them learned.
You got them learned, huh? Yeah. Your mom was a Joubert, huh? Yeah, that's Arnold's daughter. Yeah, family friend from way, way back with Bob Van. And it's awfully nice to see. I'm very proud of you to be out here, and so is Grant.
Let's just hope this year they don't say break a leg.
Did they say that? Oh, yo.
Yes, they said that last year. And then when I went out, I tripped over a chair in there.
So I understand you get sold in this operation?
Yes, Mr. Bumble, who is Randy, he tries to sell me to Mr. Sourberry, and they scare him away so he doesn't have to pay for me. And I get caught there, but I get mad and they push me in the coffin. When I get out, I push them and I run away. And then I see Dodger, and she brings me to the kitchen thieves, the thieves' kitchen, to where Fagin is, and that's where I am.
Okay, would you tell all those people out there to come and see this musical, the 12th, 13th, and 14th? Tell them right here in the microphone. Tell them why they should.
You should come to this musical because it's going to be very fantastic. The 12th, 13th, and 14th of March.
8 o'clock on the Friday and
8 o'clock
Saturday?
on Friday and Saturday, and 3 o'clock p.m. on Sunday.
You get any commission if they come?
Me?
Yeah? No, so come anyway. That's why you want them to come.
anyway.
You want them to see you, right? Okay.
It'll be good.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, Oliver. Break a leg, Oliver. All right, see what we got here. Who have I got here?
Artful Dodger.
Artful Dodger. Is your real name Mimi?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Mimi, we heard about you from your dad. Come over here and talk with Bob Van. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we were in talking to your dad at the medical. Tell me who your dad is, by the way.
Dr. Starr.
Dr. Starr. We were in talking with him at the medical center when we made a little tour there about a month ago. And we were talking that we had met one of his daughters here last year, and he said, Mimi, and I said, I guess it has to be Mimi, of course. That's who it was. And the Artful Dodger, what does that mean?
Well, I'm a very accomplished pocket picker.
You've graduated. You're higher than all those Fagin boys, and you've gone way up, huh? Yes. Does that give you special privileges because...
Well, I'm a special favorite of Fagin's. And
you gotta be careful with Fagin. He's tough. He knocks girls around, all right? Yeah, he knocks them around. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm more accomplished than any of the younger ones, and I know how to pick a pocket without people catching me. And that's basically what I do.
That's what you do. Is that fun?
Yeah, it is.
Don't practice off when you're not on stage, all right? Okay, because I still want to check my pocket here. Yeah, it's still there. My rings are still in my ring is gone. Could I see your hand? Did you take my ring while we're talking here? Huh? You've been in these last year, the year before also, Mimi? What class are you in?
9th.
Okay, you got another 3 years also, huh? A lot of good things coming up for Chazy Central, and there's several freshmen we've talked to, and some 8th graders, and a 5th grader. I guess Jonathan said he was a 5th grader, and these other people are in the 5th grade. It could be all Chazy. As long as Frank Langer wants to do this, you'll have more musicals, right? Thank you very much for talking to us, Mimi. All right. Mimi Starr, huh? 4th grade. Have I talked to you? I haven't talked to you. I haven't talked to you. Come over here and talk. Did I talk to you yet? Okay. Well, come over here and tell me who you are. We know you're not Mimi Starr. What's your name?
Heather Langto.
Langto?
Yeah.
All right, Heather. And what are you, or who are you in this musical?
I'm a milk vendor from London streets.
You sell milk on the streets?
Yeah.
Yeah? So do you have a speaking part, or you sing that you come and buy my milk, or what?
We have one song where the strawberry and the roses, and we all sing a trio song. It's pretty.
It's pretty, okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Who Will Buy.
Oh, that's a very famous song, right? That's a well-known song. Who Will Buy, yes. From the musical originally, of course. You know when Oliver first played, or when it was playing on Broadway?
No,
I can't tell you either. I really don't know how old it is. But you've been in these before?
Last year I was a lady in waiting for the queen, for the king, or for the prince, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You enjoy it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be in a couple more.
Good.
It's fun.
You find that, and let me tell you, it's not just the night of the performance. Every night of practice is an awful lot of fun. You know, there's a lot going on, and it's something you're part of, something that everybody else isn't part of, right? You enjoy it. Yeah. Good. Thank you for talking. Anything you want to tell me I didn't ask you? No. Anything you want to say? You want to say, you wish I was in a musical too?
Yes, I wish you were in the
Oh,
musical.
God, isn't she nice? But I'd have to sing, and that would throw me right out right away.
I'm sure we could find a spot for
You could find a spot for me, huh? Okay. I could sell berries maybe or something. Okay, thanks for talking.
thank
Right,
you.
bye-bye. Well, he looks like a cop. He's got a billy club, but he hasn't got a hat on. So first of all, who are you? Your real name?
Andy Tebow.
Andy Tebow.
Yes.
And who are you in this performance?
I'm a Bow Street runner this year.
A what?
A Bow Street runner.
Okay. I thought you had graduated.
Yes, I did.
Well, I thought maybe you had a brother here or something. You did graduate. You did an excellent job, by the way, last year. It was Was that your first year last year?
Yes, it
was.
was.
You did an excellent job. I came and saw it, and I think you enjoyed yourself.
Yes, it did.
So much when you got out of school, you're still coming back.
Yes.
Okay, so now tell me what you do in the musical.
I'm a Bow Street runner, which is a cop for this time period, and I just keep the law and order with one other Bow Street runner.
Let me tell you this, from what I've seen, you got an awful lot of business out there with all these pickpockets and Fagin. You got a lot of business going on, huh?
Got my work cut out for me.
You got your work cut out. All right. So where are you going to school?
Clinton Community College.
You're at Clinton Community. We see your mom every day, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, every other day in the post office in Champlain, right? Yes. I was in there and told her just after I saw it, what a great performance I thought you had done, and she said that she enjoyed watching you, and that it was something your first time. But
yeah, it was better than what I thought it was going to be.
Did you ever think back and say, what was I doing my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, not going out for it?
Yeah.
You think back at it, huh?
I was thinking about it. I should have gone.
Of course you should have. But you say, I don't want to do that. But it's really more enjoyable than you expected.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so how big is your part? Are you out there a lot?
No, not really this year. Let's see, I'm in 4 scenes this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in 2 early ones in the first act, and I'm in scene 6 and the finale for the
Okay, well, you can go have a Coke in between. You have a break.
I got a nice break.
In between. Or bring a book and read half of it while you're waiting.
Well, reading, it's not my cup of tea, but
It isn't, huh? All right. Thanks very much for talking to us.
No problem.
And please keep the club in your hand, both hands on it, and do not...
I will.
Why is he making faces at you? Why is Hostler making faces at you?
I don't know, maybe he wants
Come
to
over here. Come over here, Randy. Tell us why you're making faces at us here. He's making faces, so we're going to get him on again. Why are you making faces at him?
Well, he's always fooling around with the club like he's a certain wrestler, and he does it really well.
Oh,
so
who's that wrestler?
Nails.
Nails. Aha.
Do your nails. Do your nails.
So
I take too much time.
You got an act that you can show us what Nails does? Go ahead. Show us what Nails does here. Go ahead. Here.
Boss man, I'm gonna get you.
There you are, right?
That's basically what I say to all the little kids that run around picking pockets.
Right from WWF, Cable 18, right? All right. Well, I watched some of those too, you know.
It's good
Sure.
entertainment.
If I didn't watch it, how would I know what you're doing?
Right.
That's the only reason why I watch it.
See?
Okay,
I'm good for that.
thanks for talking to us.
No problem. Thank you.
We're doing much better this year. A lot of people are willing to talk to us. Other years, they kind of run the other way, but this lady didn't run the other way. She's been drinking, but it's only Orange Crush. What is your name?
Sarah West.
Sarah West. All right. I talked to another West.
She's my sister.
Your sister. All right. And Sarah, what is your character in the musical?
Well, I'm a rose seller and a Fagin's boy.
That's an odd combination, huh?
Yep.
Once you steal all their money as a Fagin boy, they got no money to buy roses from you. Huh? Did you ever think of that?
It's a refund.
And this is what you wear right here. This
Yes.
is your costume, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so you enjoying your part in the?
Yeah.
What year in school?
9th.
Oh, you got all these freshmen. We talked before. There's a lot of freshmen coming up, and it sounds good for Chazy's musicals for the next 3 or 4 years, huh? Okay, you live in the community here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know your dad.
Yep.
We should maybe know your mom too. Maybe who's your dad?
Paul West. He's playing bass in the orchestra.
Oh, he is playing bass out there. All right, we talked to the leader, Sandy, and Calvin got some of them on camera and things, right? And last year, were you in this musical also?
Yep.
Who were you last year?
As the queen in the prologue.
Queen, did I talk to you last year?
Nope.
You ran away last year.
Yep.
See, you're getting braver already. Thanks for talking to us. Right. And we just saw your brother, you said.
Yep.
Okay, and he's not in the musical?
No. He was gonna work with Peg, but I don't know what he's doing now.
He came to see you perform.
Yep.
You're in love with your brother. You like your brother. You never fight, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, I will.
Leslie Parrott?
Leslie Parrott is also a student director.
Oh, Leslie Parrott is. Okay. All right. We've just captured this person and she's going to go back into work, right? So what is your job?
I'm working the lights.
All right. It's very important. Like in the front or the back or what?
Well, all over.
All over. You move from one to the other?
No,
they all
in
performed right
one-
here?
Right.
Okay. All right. And your name?
Heidi Forch.
All right. We've met your dad, haven't we, here when we did a tour of the roof and things like that? Oh, all right, Heidi. Okay, so have you done this before?
No, I've worked on the stage crew, but I haven't done lights.
Well, that's a lot of work you got. Have you got some? How do you know what to do when? From memory, or do you have some kind of a chart?
No, I have a script.
You do have a script,
Yeah, and I
huh?
follow through the script.
And you do a lot of changing of lights?
Yeah.
You do all the lights by yourself? That's terrific. It's very good. Again, that's one of the things that people out there don't realize that's happening behind. They think all this happens, by itself, but it doesn't. And you've never done it before, but you wish you had?
Well, no.
A lot of pressure to it?
Yeah.
Why can you talk to me now and not be out there working?
Well, because you grabbed me here.
But you're glad I did.
Yeah, and they're going to start yelling at me if I don't get in there.
Well, listen. Well, thank you for talking to us very quickly, all right?
Sure.
Okay, right. Bye-bye. Good luck on the 3 nights, too.
Thanks.
If those lights aren't right, I'm going to come back and tell them who it is. This lady can't pick on me because Calvin said we got to talk to this lady, and here we are. We're going to find out, first of all, who you are.
My name is Meredith O'Connor.
Meredith O'Connor, all right. And are you in the musical?
Yes, I am.
And you're a freshman, Calvin said?
A freshman?
In school?
No,
No.
I'm the art teacher in the elementary school. Cute.
Have you been in the musicals
I'm fresh,
before?
though.
You are fresh?
Not here. but
Not here. How long have you been at Chazy?
This is my 5th year.
All right. I usually said you like it here. You can't do that
love
because
it. I
you
love
couldn't
it
say anything
here.
else.
Yes. Why
You
else
really
would I be
do.
doing this?
Yeah, I didn't even ask her. I didn't ask her, and she volunteered that. All right.
Yes.
So where did you come from when you came to Chazy? Where were you previously?
I'm from Plattsburgh. I live in Plattsburgh.
You live in Plattsburgh now, and were you teaching in Plattsburgh before? Or?
No, I was. I've taught other places. My husband and I moved back to Plattsburgh a few years ago.
Back to Plattsburgh, so you were here originally.
I grew up in Plattsburgh.
Everybody comes back to
I
Plattsburgh.
grew up in Plattsburgh.
Yeah? Maiden name?
Chapman.
Chapman. All right. Well, no, not a name that I recognize in Plattsburgh, but
No.
Chapman's up here in relation to the Chapmans up here?
No.
All right. Okay, so what do you do in the musical? Did I already asked you that?
I'm just one of the fill-ins. I'm on the street scene.
Well, first of all, you
And I
see,
dance
you
and
say
I sing.
just a fill-in. You got to have fill-in, so you're one of the important fill-ins.
I'm an important fill-in.
On the street scenes and
On
things?
the street scene.
Yeah. Have you done it before? Did I ask you that?
Yes, we did, and just some little things.
Okay, but you did, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
like
but this lady here, I've seen her. She's
Yes, isn't
she's
she
in the
great?
5th grade. Yeah, she's one of 2. And I got to remember what she does now.
She's my daughter in one of the scenes.
She is your daughter in one of the scenes, yes.
Did you see the resemblance?
Yes, I see it, yes. All right. And, so this is a street outfit. Is this something your own or something that...
We made these.
You made these for yourselves here?
Yeah, well, the blouse was my
Yeah. How many people are from the, if you pardon the expression, other than the school, other than students in the, would you say, in this
I
performance?
think there's probably 20 or 25
That's as many as
adults.
they've ever had, huh?
Probably.
I don't think they've ever had any more than that.
Yeah.
I know they've had a few I've seen here
Some
before.
of them are parents.
Mhm,
Some of them
yeah.
I guess most of them are
Do you get a lot of rising later from the students?
No.
No, they
no,
don't?
just when they saw me with my hat on.
For the first time. Well, let's see what that looked like. So we might as well...
Well, I had my jeans on the other day.
You had your... Let's see what she looks like with her hat on. Look.
And
Look.
the whole costume.
See that? Look at that. Now, when you see this lady,
Okay.
you'll know that we talked to her here on the
Right,
in
you
the
saw it.
preview. Very nice. Yeah, you made that too?
I didn't make it. Some other
Okay,
women made it.
it was formerly a Crisco can, and they've covered it with... Well, isn't that nice, huh? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you get a chance to wear these clothes without buying them. Yeah, have we talked to you before? All right, well, who are you?
John Trombley.
John Trombley. All right, and what do you do in the? Don't tell me you're one of those Fagin boys.
No, I'm a workhouse boy.
A workhouse boy. So you don't steal. You work. Not too many of those in this play, I'll tell you that, in the musical, huh?
And I'm a delivery boy.
Delivery boy. All right. Are you ever out there when she's out there? No? Are you out? Well, you're out there when she's out there sometimes? Yeah? Okay. And you enjoy being in music? Do you sing too?
Yeah.
Everybody sings in a musical?
That's why it's called a musical.
That's why.
Oh.
This guy's got to go. He'll never be on TV again. Never be on TV. Very good answer. Very good answer. Huh?
If it wasn't a musical, then
Well, I don't mean everybody has to sing. I thought maybe some people don't sing.
Did he tell you what his name is?
Trombley?
No, it's Larry Zinger.
Oh, we didn't ask him his stage name. Is Larry Zinger? That's terrific. Well, who's this man that just come up and said hello to me? Should I talk with him?
Yeah.
Okay, come over here so I can talk with you. Okay, who am I speaking to?
Mr. Brownlow.
Mr. Brownlow. All right, and what are you... Well,
I'm Oliver's grandfather.
Oh, so when he gets sold, you go looking for him?
Well, he...
Thank you.
After he is taken to the magistrate and released, I bring him home, feed him, and get him well again. And then he returns some books and gets kidnapped by Fagin and these guys again.
God, we're not giving this plot away. There's an awful lot of action going on. It's a drama. It's not a comedy. Yeah, gets very, very serious. And is he underfed when you get him back and things like that?
Well, he's sick.
He's sick, huh?
Underfed somewhat, but sick.
Okay. So are these your real beard here, or is that something? Is that something they put on? That's
No,
yours?
no, that's me.
That's you. Well, what is your name when you're not in the musical?
Bob Bryson.
Bob Bryson. All right. And what do you do, Bob?
I'm retired.
You're retired. Well, it's the best thing in the world. I'm
Retired
retired.
gentleman.
Retired gentleman. That's great to be retired and do what you want, huh? You've been in these before at Chazy? Are you from Chazy?
I live in Chazy now.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Harris for 35 years.
At Harris?
Yeah.
You know this guy right here before? Calvin? He worked there many years ago, huh?
He wasn't from this neck of the woods.
Oh.
I was from the Eastern Platte. Came up.
From the Eastern.
78,
All
79.
right, all right. You worked in where the rug was.
Right.
you worked there where the rug was on the floor.
And then I went out to Dayton for 5 years.
You did go out to Dayton. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for talking with us, and enjoy your retirement.
We'll see you here.
And nice to see you again too.
Two people so far.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. When I see a guy with a stick, I always say hello.
Hello.
So you're the
Bow Street Runner is what it's called.
Okay, there's two of you.
That's right.
I met your partner.
You met my partner. Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
we already talked to him.
Mhm.
Okay, and you're both out of school. Yes, so that you're neither one of you are in school. Obviously,
No, I
you're
am
not
not
in
in
school.
school.
No, you're
No,
not.
I-
Neither is I forget his first name, but he isn't no longer in school either. So, you've been in musicals before?
This is my third music. Yeah, this is my third. Last year I wasn't in it, but I'm also the business manager of each play.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, are you attached to school at all when you're for work?
No. I work at Schonbeck's.
Uh-huh.
I'm a master scheduler, master planner.
Uh-huh.
So it is just a
But you live in
hobby for
Chazy.
me.
But you live in
Yep,
Chazy.
I live in Chazy, right.
Is this a great thing to bring Chazy people together?
It's great. The experience of working with the kids is what I love.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just, it's surprising how well the kids do, what you learn from the kids, what the kids learn from you. It's, it's really amazing. It's a great opportunity to learn. All the kids. These aren't all the kids that are in music. These are kids that just try it out for one time and they have a great time. It's a good experience for them. And it's a good experience for the
You
adults
bet your
too.
life it is. This Chazy musical is getting to become quite a tradition in the community. And I think they're very proud of it, and well, they should be.
we're
Just like
all
their
proud of
soccer team. They've always been proud of their soccer team.
Right.
Nobody could beat them, they figured. And I think the musical is coming very well. They've had
I
very
think
good...
it's going to continue. I think it's going to expand. I think you're going to see other communities doing it eventually.
Well, Champlain has. We're into our third or fourth, I guess. And when you see these young people who are in it and love it, and they're going to be interested. We've met several freshmen, 4 or 5 freshmen, and they're going to want to be in for the next 3, 4, or 5 years.
Right.
Just
my
like
daughter here wants to be in it forever. I think.
Is she your daughter?
Yes, she is.
You mean
this is her?
You mean even off stage? This is your daughter?
This is my daughter off stage.
Hi, off stage daughter. Hi.
This is her third musical.
Do you think maybe Dad came so he could watch you at night here? Does it make you?
I just keep an eye on her this way.
Oh,
Sometimes.
do you
Make
sometimes try to get away so he can't see you?
No.
No, all right.
No, I sometimes I go with my friends though. And
Yeah?
around, but
Are you glad your dad's in it with you? Huh?
sometimes yeah, but sometimes not.
Oh!
I'm joking.
But you gotta believe.
I'm joking.
But she's honest.
Oh yeah.
She learned that from her father, to be honest. Answer every question exactly correctly, right?
It's a lot of fun working with my dog.
I'm sure it is. Listen, well, thank you very much, and thank you for bringing them over. Okay, right.
Okay, she's
Huh?
happy.
I didn't ask him his name?
Richard Dumas.
Oh, God, I'm sorry I didn't. I even
that's
asked you
fine.
how to spell it before, didn't I?
I'm
Yeah.
usually known as Rachel's father.
Oh, okay. Well, that happens.
For whatever
Wait,
that means.
As you get older, there'll be more and more. So
I'm Rachel's
sorry.
father.
I'm sorry I didn't ask you. I guess I asked you your character name here.
Yeah.
So,
that's fine.
are you from this area, Dumas?
No, well, actually, I was born in Brooklyn, but I lived most of my life in Beatontown. But I've been here about 5 years.
Okay,
And
because
enjoy
there
are
are some Dumas, you know, from around.
In Malone area, they're
Moores
not-
has some Dumas. And
they're
West
not-
Chazy.
No, they're no West Chazy. Yes,
Yes.
West Chazy group is related to
Related to you, huh?
But that's it. The Malone is another whole clan.
Yeah. You know, my father only had a little switch. He never had a big thing like this to make me mine at home. Little tiny switch he used to. But boy, we're going to have to wrap this up. It's after 9 o'clock. As far as we know, we missed a couple of people and who's who in the cast. One of them was Dick West. We just saw him in backstage, and he's out there now, and said he didn't have time. And the other one was Danielle Duvet, and she just got off on the practice, and she's got to go back on. And so we won't be able to speak to either one of them, although we tried to cover as many as possible. The back of the program you will get when you're here says that the Chazy Music Theatre exists through the interests of students, parents, and community members. Our sole source of funding at this time are door receipts and the generosity of those in the community. If you'd like to support our efforts, please write to the Chazy Music Theatre, Post Office Box 412, Chazy, New York, 12921. Attention, Paul Sanger. And don't forget, the musical is Oliver. Chazy Music Theatre presents it. Books, music, and lyrics by Lionel Bart. It's on March the 12th and 13th. That's Friday and Saturday. Coming up, the next Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Get here early, get a good seat. And March the 14th, that'll be the Sunday performance at 3 p.m. I think the tickets are $5, as I recall, and they will be very happy to see you here. I'm sure you'll be very, very glad you came. They put on an excellent production. And I asked one person if he sings, and does everybody sing? And he said that's why they call it a musical, that everybody sings. So I'll quote him, that everybody sings. And so anybody you know out there, grown-ups, 75 strong, roughly, in the cast. And so Calvin Castine in behind the camera, Bob Venn with What's Going On Here, inviting you all to this musical. Support your local musical. And we say local, I don't mean you have to be from Chazy. The whole town of Chazy and Champlain. Come on down here and support this musical, and then we'll be showing you shortly, in another week or so, the musical will be on in Champlain, and we hope you'll support that also, but that'll be more about that later. And don't forget, one more thing you've got to support, that's become a patron with Hometown Cable. Help to keep this type of a program and all the others that Calvin and Sam bring to you every night, every day, 15 hours, 5 times they show a 3-hour showing of things that are happening to your friends, relatives, neighbors, and throughout the area. And here's Dick West. Maybe we can get Dick West after all. He said, maybe if I hurry out, I can talk to Bob. Hi there.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay, Dick. So now, tell us, what are you, a doctor or something?
I am a Dr. Grimwig.
Dr. Grimwig.
Highly respected professional of that time.
Well,
I think my head. Yes.
Of that time, right?
Of that time. You know, as time went on, I'm less respected.
Yes, well, now, what class are you in at Chazy Central here?
What class? Well, I'm the class of 2025.
Dick, you graduated from here at Chazy Central many years ago?
Yeah, many 1954. Yep.
And the West family throughout this area, well known for its carpentry and building prowess.
Well, some of them.
Yeah,
some of them.
You're doing that also, right?
Well, that's the way I've made my living. That and the masonry work, right? The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family's done that for years.
That's right, yeah.
The area. And this is not your first time here. I don't know if you've been on this, I think, for the 4 or 5 years.
Since the start, yes. We started with Andy, and I was involved with the sets and played in Annie, one of the president's cabinets, and then Lil Abner, I played a Scrag, and then Guys and Dolls, I was a detective, and now I'm a doctor. I try to stay in a professional
I
field.
see that now. When you said you were in the president's what?
President's cabinet.
Was that because they wanted someone to look distinguished or someone to look old?
I think it was to look distinguishably old.
Oh, I'm glad you could. I feel just about can say anything at this time. So
I would imagine.
We already closed out, but we said we can get you. That would be great.
Yeah.
Did I just see Danielle go by here? Maybe Danielle Duvet? No, I guess
yes,
not.
she.
Did she just go by? We missed her. She's one of the only ones we haven't seen.
Yeah, she was in one of the original. She was in Annie, the original.
She was in the original also. I don't know
yes,
if maybe we talked to her in previous years.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Good luck with the production.
Well.
And why should people out there come and see this? Tell them why.
Well, it's a very, very enjoyable show, and really through the years I've come to appreciate what the students really can accomplish. I have a half a dozen lines, and every time I say them differently. That's to keep the rest of them on their toes. But some of these youngsters have hundreds of lines, and they don't miss a cue. They're right, and it's right from what, 5, 6-year-olds up to your age and mine. So when that covers quite a
boy, I'll tell you, he knows I'm going to close him off, so he insults me at this time of the night. We want you to know that this is not. We talk about a Chazy Central School production, but it's not. It really isn't. That's a misnomer. It's the Chazy
Music Theatre.
That's here. There's a lot of students, but there's a lot of people who are not students, and all the people, many of the people in the background are all the people from the community, as well as being on stage.
Basically, everybody's from the community. There are some from the outlying areas. There's some teachers that are in it. They live in different areas, but they're involved in it. And
well, we're glad to see that the director, the music director, the director of the play, rather, is from Champlain. We're awfully glad to note that.
I knew you were going to come up with that, and I think it's very, very nice.
And he's a neighbor of our director, Doug Agor, which is right across the street, and he's the director of our musical, which is coming up, which is called what? Oklahoma, I believe, right? And we'll be telling you more about that later.
It's great that he's from Champlain, but he really hasn't forgotten where his roots are.
Thanks much. That's our man with a long, deep roots right here, Richard Webb. Thank you, Richard. That's it from Hometown Cable. Bob Venn saying thanks for watching, and watch every Sunday night, and every night, as a matter of fact, at 1:15, 4:30, 8 p.m., midnight, and 8 the following morning. Good night, everybody. I don't know where this is going to fall in here, right at the end. Well, when I say goodbye, I don't necessarily mean I'm leaving, because there's one more smiling face we did not see, and I did not want to miss anybody if there was possible. And this is Danielle Duvet. I only know that. That's the way you pronounce it?
Yes.
I only know that because I've been looking for her for the last 15 minutes. Where you been, Danielle?
Oh, back and forth. Been going on different scenes and stuff.
Okay, now you're carrying, what are you doing with those strawberries?
I'm a strawberry vendor.
You're the strawberry vendor, huh? That's great. And how many times are you out there? We just missed you earlier, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you out there often on during this musical?
4 times.
4 times selling strawberries. And you still got your berries. Does that mean you didn't sell them, or what happened? Business poor?
Yeah.
The economy, huh?
Yes.
Well, Danielle, where are you from? You right here in Chazy?
Right here.
You've been here, you were born in Chazy?
Born at Plattsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And lived here my whole life.
Oh, right here I see. You were born. Your parents were here, but you were born at the hospital in Plattsburgh.
Right.
Oh, so was I. All right. But we'll say you were born in Chazy.
Right.
What class are you in?
Junior.
Oh, you got another year then. Yes. Okay. You've been in productions before?
Yes.
Did I talk to you last year? I don't remember.
No, I wasn't in last year's.
You weren't in. All right. Then we missed you then. All right. The year before you were in the.
Yep.
All right. What did you play in the previous years?
Let's see.
Do you remember?
Annie. I was.
You were in Annie also. That was the first one, wasn't it?
Annie, Little Abner, and Guys and Dolls.
You were in all.
The 3.
The 3 of them. Okay. And then last year was what? What was last year?
Once Upon a Mattress.
Oh, Once Upon a Mattress. So you weren't in that one. You don't like mattresses is the whole story.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to tell me? I've asked so many questions, the same thing over and over again. Tell me what you think about being in a musical.
Actually, I like it because I'm a music major in school, so I enjoy musicals.
Are you in?
Krista.
Are you in it because you want to be in it, or someone told you should be in it?
No, I like being in the musicals.
You like being in it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And what are you going to do when you get out of school? Or here, do you intend to go on to school? Music, music? You gonna?
Well, I was gonna start at Clinton Community and work my way up for accounting and secretarial.
Mm-hmm. Good. It's always did you just notice where the OLVA secretarial is just closing this
Yeah, I
last
know.
year. Too bad. It was a great school, well thought of in the area. We're very sorry to hear about that closing in Plattsburgh. I'm going to miss it in this area, you know.
Yeah,
People like yourself.
Before it turned secretarial, my father went there and graduated in '57.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah.
It was the old OLVA, huh? Our Lady of Victory, huh?
Yeah.
I went there when I was in the 5th and 6th grade many, many years ago. Well, thank you for talking to us. I'm so glad that you came along at just the right time.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me? Tell me something. What's the best part about being in a musical?
I get to sing by myself this year.
You do get to sing by, what do you sing?
Strawberries.
Will someone buy my strawberries? That's the way it goes, huh?
Ripe strawberries, ripe. That's my whole line.
Oh, well, all right. We finally got to her. All right. Well, I hope you're good. We'll watch for you Friday night. Okay. And if you want strawberries, come and see Danielle Duvet, the strawberry lady in Chazy, New York. And thanks again. We're closing out one more time.